Warning! Graphic pest control video ahead. Do not watch if you might be offended. If, however, you really like pest control videos, then sit back and watch us as we control pest populations with silenced air rifles here in the UK. I'm out after squirrels again, and as I look up, as I park the car, I can see the sun breaking over the distant hills and beaming down, burning off the morning mist. As I get to the conifer plantation, the beams of light are breaking through the trees across the forest floor, forming interesting shapes and warming the area up. I think it's going to be a really nice day today. The birds are at it in full force. Sounds like everyone in the whole forest is awake and happy at the prospect of another good day. I think I'm going to enjoy my time out today, whether I see a squirrel or not. But there's no need to worry about that, because I've spotted movement to the right. I think this might be one of this year's youngsters, and it goes straight into feed, and I pick up the rifle and make myself ready for the shot. It looks like I've hit it a little bit low there. There's not an awful lot of movement coming out of this one. There's a few muscle spasms and a lame kick that drops it to the floor out the way. Sometimes you hit them through the brain and they'll kick away like they've just been wounded. This one's not moving hardly at all. A few twitches soon pass. The number one squirrel's on the floor. You can't really see the approach of these squirrels sometimes. If you're not paying attention, they get to the feeder before you even know what's going on. And this one's not messing about. Doesn't care about the one on the floor, and it's straight to feeding. I'm straight to shooting. I'm going to roll him off. Another one bites the dust. No movement from that one either. Today's looking like a good day. They're coming thick and fast, about 20 minutes, half an hour gap between them. It's definitely one of this year's young. Comes in from the side. Looks like it's going down. Straight to feed, irrespective of the two larger ones on the floor. I'm not too worried it's a small one. They've all got to go. The little ones seem to jump about a lot more than the big ones when you hit them. It's hard to tell sometimes because of the scope. I decided to give it a second shot, just to be on the safe side. And I'm pretty sure that's good. Number 3, on the ground. It wouldn't be a day out after squirrels if you didn't see a robin. This fella didn't disappoint. Always nice to see them. As for the robin, we always seem to see a pheasant. And there's a cock pheasant making his way straight through the shooting ground. I've turned this video on now to pick up the squirrel barking in the background. Hear him? I spot a large bird fly through the picture. So a closer look at that. There it goes again. It looks like a buzzard to me. Before we go any further, I'm taking this information off the RSPB website. This is the UK, and over here it's a buzzard. There we are. Sorted. I reckon it was the buzzard that was causing the squirrel to bark in anger. They don't like birds of prey or any other predators around. They show their displeasure by barking. He doesn't sit for too long. As I watch him, I notice the pheasant's still there. He's unconcerned. buzzards don't really target pheasants. If that was the goshawk, it'd be a different kettle of fish altogether. I don't suppose Mr. Pheasant would be sat there anymore. And neither is the buzzard as he flies off. Now the buzzard drama is finished with. Wasn't long before another one appears. This may or may not have been the one that was barking. I don't really care. It shows a bit of regard for the ones on the floor. Quick look's all it needs really, before it decides it's hungry. Let's straight up to feed, as I make ready for a shot. They all seem to be flea ridden this time of year. That's just perfect. Quite a loud impact there. You can see quite obviously where I've hit it, just behind the eye and above, straight into the brain. And compare the action of this one to the one I thought I'd hit low. It kicks around like it's wounded. It quite clearly isn't. It's taken a lethal shot to the top of the head. And it's just dropped into a little depression where it stays. And yet again I'm caught out by a squirrel that gets straight to the feeder before I have a chance to react. Looks like another youngster. If you're serious about squirrel control, you really do need to take care of these fellas. You don't want them getting big enough to breed and compound your problem. This one's quite concerned with the ones on the floor. A lot of hopping around to be done before it eventually turns up on the feeder. That's better. I'm ready, just need him to sit still. With a sniff of the blood, still hopping around. That's better. One pellet passes straight through and hits the aluminium behind. I know for a fact this is another good headshot. Yep, that's another one down. This one's come in, gone straight to the ones on the floor. Showed quite a lot of concern. A lot more than the other ones did. I'm quite happy to film it. It'll be up on the feeder in a minute, hopefully. It's pretty much the way it goes. Never sniff about, decide it's okay, or they can't work it out, but never mind, breakfast is calling. It's very attentive, this one. Let's a quick look at the one in that dip. I'm expecting it must be going to that feeder now. And where's it gone? Looks like I've counted my chickens before they've hatched. It makes a rather unhurried exit to the left. Back to bird watch. This nuthatch comes into view, runs straight down to the feeder. Very nice to see. And after a bit of a wait, spot another squirrel come into view. Straight to the ground. I'm starting to worry a bit about these things, whether this one's going to run away as well. Did go to the feeder first, so I'm sort of hoping it's going to go back up there once it's allayed its fears, or whatever it's trying to do. That's more like it. One last look. It's looking the wrong way. Looks like it might be going to disappear. Nope. I was going to try and take a shot if it sat still. No, it's gone on the roof. It's quite troubled by its fleas by the look of it. If I can help with that. Just come to the front of that feeder, fella. That's it. Big cloud of hair. And the squirrel hits the ground. These small ones do seem to thrash around a lot. Looking like a straight on shot to put a squirrel on the ground. I see movement at the corner of my eye. And there's a squirrel coming in from the right, run up the stick. It's clocked the ones on the floor, it sits there in the sunlight. I assume it's having a little look. Doesn't waste much time. But continues towards the feeder. I thought it might have gone to the ground then. But no, it's come straight in. Get ready to take a shot. Then you have to sit still. I'm ready with a rifle, just like that. That'll do. Good impact there. As so often happens, the back leg seems to catch on the wood as a muscle spasm. This one thrashes around quite a bit on the ground. I can't get the camera to pan left. Then it helpfully comes back to the right. Saves me the bother. With a helpful squirrel that. And also a rather dead one. I just clocked a squirrel coming in from the left, across the floor. I'm not sure if it's that one that ran away before or not. Just having a good look at the ones on the ground again. Showing a lot of similar behaviours to the last one. And they go straight up to feed. That's lovely. Bulge the eye out there. Pellet hit the head. Pressure causes the eyeball to pop. You know, it's a pretty serious headshot when that happens. And hardly a movement. I spot some movement down in the lane. Lean the camera over. I need to catch Mr. Pheasant wandering around down there now. There's quite a few around here left over from last year's shoot. The sun's fully up now. See, it's lit the area up. A little bit of a breeze. You can see the amount of flies getting caught in the sunlight there, being attracted by the corpses. So I decided to give it up for the day. So I had a good morning session with 8 on the ground. So I leave the hide to go over to inspect them. That's the one that dropped in the dip. Like I said before, a lot of flies around. Nice pile of bodies. So there we have it, 8 squirrels down. Looks like 5 adults to me, 3 this year's young. It's a snapshot for the shooting album. And with my lovely rapid. And as I went back to the car, another unlucky squirrel has met its maker. It wasn't there when I turned up this morning. It seems to have a run in with a large round piece of rubber and didn't survive the encounter by the look of it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe.